coaching and stuff like that. But I think it's a good rule. I like it. I don't have any bad things to say about it so far. I think
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a good rule change. I think that it would be good for the sport if it stays.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
try it out this season, and it seems like it's working. So
yeah. Cool. And then what about the unwritten rules out there for COVID-19? Have you seen, man? I know there's one that I saw and not too long ago, and this is a Kershaw game in San Diego. He struck out. I believe I forgot who he struck out, and he was expecting them to throw the ball to third. So Kershaw just turned around, and he was expecting Turner to get the ball.
oop.
Yeah. So then what happens there? So let me explain a little on this little play. So when there's no one on base and the pitcher strikes out someone, the catcher usually throws the ball to third and the third baseman is second. Second is short, and then back to the pitcher or whatever sequence they have so they can go throw the ball around the diamond. Because of COVID, now I guess baseball players are realizing I don't want to touch the ball. If a lot of players are touching the ball, then that becomes another issue. So now what they're doing when they get a strikeout and there's no one on base, the catcher automatically throws it to the pitcher. And that's something weird for baseball players because when you grow up, you learn how to throw the ball around the diamond. And that's something hard to break because you
Around
want to
the
get
horn.
it. Huxley, you want to get the ball and you want to throw it so you can keep your arm fresh.
Yep.
Because if you're the next one, if the next hitter hits a ground ball to you, and you haven't thrown the ball in quite a while, you're gonna have an issue throwing the ball to first base.
Yeah,
So
and this has been a tradition for decades.
yeah, yeah,
You grow up playing little league, and going into high school and college, and it starts in little league. It starts when you're 9, 10 years old. You throw around the horn. Just like you said, catcher to third to second to short, back to pitcher, and it's a little adjustment for these guys. They're going to forget once in a while. I feel like it's going to be like that for the entire season and probably next season too. It's just it's something that they have to adapt to, but it's not so easy to adapt to such an easy rule change, but something that's so quick that you just forget about it.
and it's difficult. Like you said, you learn this in little league. You grow up and you still do it. You're constantly
Habit.
doing it. It's just a habit. It becomes a habit. Kind of like there's been unhidden rules before COVID-19. Like I know for sure when I was growing up, I saw a lot of pitchers jumping over the line. They don't want to
Yeah.
touch it, right? I started developing that rule into myself. Like I don't want to go ahead and touch that line because I'm superstitious. If I
Right.
touch that line, I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna mess up my whole entire game. So, so yeah. So these unhidden rules, like it's happening now, and you're noticing little things because of COVID-19. Like I believe we were talking before we started recording. You said that there's no one actually going to their mouth now because you can't put spit on the bar, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
there's
That's
a rule,
another.
right?
Yeah. They pitchers are allowed to have a wet rag in their back pocket, and it has to be only water, no other foreign substances. So no more touching the mouth. Another thing they said that when you do wet your fingers on that wet rag, you have to wipe your fingers off either on your pants or your jersey before you can actually grip the ball. So I mean, it helps for that single pitch, but these guys are going to have to wet their fingers on every single pitch if they want to get that extra grip, which that's another adjustment. I guarantee that you're going to see some of these pitchers still putting their fingers in their mouth. It's happened because
It's
they've been doing
difficult.
this. These guys have been pitchers for 10 plus years, and you see it in the majors. You see that it helps you get a good grip. So it's a reaction. Zach Greinke, he taps his tongue a few times, wipes it off, taps his tongue again. So guys like that have been doing this for 15 plus years, it's going to be a really hard habit to break.
It is. It is.
Going to have to
It's.
carry some hand sanitizer in the other pocket.
I know, right? Every time you get the ball, just put some hand sanitizer. That's just going to slow down the game, man.
Yeah, I know.
But
The
yeah,
opposite of what they want.
yeah, that's what they don't want that, of course. And that's those rules are just for the 60 game, but some of those rules I believe are going to stick around for the rest of baseball. I mean, I hope it's not for the worse. I hope it's for the better. I hope it does speed up the game. I hope it gets more fans. And like, we want people, like, when they see our videos, to kind of comment on our videos and say, hey, you forgot this rule, hey, you forgot about that rule. Like, like that, it just starts the conversation. And that's all we want to do. Like, me and Willpower, we just want to conversate, we just want to have a conversation like we're doing now. So if you guys want to go ahead and post some comments on our videos, go ahead. You don't like the videos, and all right, whatever, but go ahead and comment, man. Comment, like, subscribe. We're Real Talk Baseball. Anything else you want to add, Will?
Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at Real Talk Baseball.
And you could also follow us on our own page on Instagram. I'm Carlos Baseball, and this is Will Power, and Instagram and TikTok. So go ahead and hit that subscribe and hit that like, or smash that like, how my son said. So thank you.